I am the worst at, or at least worse with luck when it comes to selling things on like the Facebook exchange and just any of those type of things. Just selling anything in general. Today I'm just annoyed. It's not even a big thing. I'm just annoyed. So I have had the kids like baby swing thing that we've had since Emily was a baby. We've had it forever. Emily never ever wanted to be in it, but I was like, oh, I'll save it for the next baby because it was it was a nice swing, you know. I'm not gonna just like throw it away. And I knew that we wanted more kids, so I was like, let me just wait for the next kid. The next kid will probably love it, right? Well, so Elodie kind of used it a little bit, but like only when she was super newborn and only for like a little while at a time, like maybe 20 minutes at a time. If she was swaddled like just right and she was already asleep, I could like sometimes layer in it, right? So anyway, so after she stopped wanting to go in it anymore, I was just like, you know what? Both of my kids just don't want to be in a swing. I'm not gonna just, and it doesn't like, it's sort of folded up, but like not really. It was just taking up space, and I was like, you know what? If the next kid wants to be in a swing, we'll get like a cheaper, like more compact thing. But it's not a necessity for a baby, so we'll be fine. Let me just get rid of it. So I've had it posted on the like Facebook Marketplace thing for months now. Like I have maxed out as many times as you can repost the thing, and because I guess they give you like 5 times to like, oh, let's repost this, and it bumps it up to like refresh it. I think refreshing is what it's called. So I like maxed out that, and I bumped down the price a little. I started it out at like $35 because it was originally I think like a $60 thing, but it's, you know, it's a couple years old and it's used and whatever, and like they generally go for around like that price. So I was like, all right, cool, let me post it at 35, and then if someone like offers me somewhere lower but around there, then that's cool, right? So nobody, like, people have reached out for it, but everyone keeps flaking. Like, they'll be like, oh, is it available? And I'll say, yeah, and then they just kind of ghost me. So that's fun, but I'm used to it, so whatever. No one ever wants to like buy anything that I have for sale, so I'm used to it. So anyway, I bumped it down to like 31, like, I don't know, a couple months ago. Maybe like a month ago. And I was gonna bump it down again, but then like the Facebook thing changed how, like, it used to have a button where it says like, oh, bump down the price $3 or, you know, whatever, and I didn't see that anymore, so I just like left it. And a few more people messaged me about it, blah blah blah. Well, so this morning this lady messages me saying, her message comes in Spanish. I was like, do you speak English? Because I don't speak Spanish. Like, I used Google Translate to do our entire conversation because she never actually answered that question. But anyway, so I was like, all right, that's cool. She goes, if you'll take 15, I'll come and get it right now. Like, just give me an address, and if you'll take 15, I'll come get it right this second. Hold on one second. Okay, so baby had something in her mouth. So she goes, if you'll take 15, I'll come and get it right now. Like, boom, 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 right? I said, okay, I can go down to like 24. And I wanted to see how hard she wanted to like negotiate. So anyway, so I went down to 24, and she asked for the address, and I don't ever give anyone our actual address. I always meet anyone at, whether I'm buying or selling, I will always meet at like a grocery store or some like populated place. Usually it's the grocery store across the street from our house. And like where there's lots of people and it's during daylight hours, things like that. And so I was like, hey, you know, this store, da da da. And she kept saying things like, you know, like, what's the address? I'll come right now, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, all right, cool. And I told Matt about it, and he's like, all right, yeah, just get there early so you can already have it, like, loaded into a cart and just, like, wait at the front of the store. I was like, yeah, cool, whatever. And so I go there, and the kids and I just kind of wait in the car for a little bit. I figured I would wait in the car for a few minutes and wait till I got a message saying, like, hey, I'm around the corner, or hey, whatever. And nothing happened, and I waited in the car for a good, like, half an hour, which was stupid, but it had air conditioning, and I didn't want to, because, I mean, it wasn't a tiny little swing. I would have to strap the baby onto me, get the thing out, put it into a cart, and just stand outside in the heat forever. I was like, no, whatever. So I waited in the car for a little bit. I messaged her again. I was like, hey, let me know when you're here. Still interested? I don't want to wait at the store with my kids forever. Like, you made it seem like you were, like, rushing over. And she, like, you could tell on Facebook Messenger if someone's opened a message or not, and it had the little check mark saying that it was delivered, but it didn't show her face, which means that she's read it or opened it. So none of my messages, there was probably like 5 messages, whether between, like, telling the location and saying I'll go and I'll wait at this spot, and, like, hey, I'm parked right here, and hey, are you still interested, and blah, blah, blah. So all of that went down. She hadn't even read my messages, so I was like, okay, cool. And I had been planning on taking my kids to this indoor play place around the corner. I had been planning on taking them there after meeting with this lady. So I finally was just like, you know what, let's go to the place. So we went to the play place, and I was just like, all right, cool, whatever. This lady just flaked on me, whatever. And I was kind of annoyed. Well, then I'm on my way home from the play place to, like, clean up the house, get dinner going, blah, blah, blah. Get the kids down to nap because get the baby down for a nap. She was acting like she was ready for a nap, blah, blah, blah. So that's cool. Emily started getting kind of cranky, so I was like, yeah, we all need to just go. Well, on my way home, the baby's, like, just drifting off to sleep, and she's a fussy one and had, like, a major tantrum this morning when it came to nap. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna, you know, drive around a little bit for a few extra minutes just to get her to fall, like, all the way asleep, and hopefully she'll be less likely to actually, like, wake up and throw a fit when I go to get her out of the car into the house. So we did that, and then the lady messages me, and she, like, again, this was in Google Translate, so I don't know exactly what she was saying, but I think it was something along the lines of, like, sorry, I fell asleep or something. It came in kind of wonky, but maybe I'll enter, like, a screenshot. Of just, like, the message, because I don't know, it seemed like it's saying, like, hey, sorry, I fell asleep kind of thing, which is annoying, especially when you're saying, like, I will come right now to get this, and then you say, oh, sorry, I fell asleep. Like, come on. But anywho, no biggie, whatever. I'm not gonna, like, lose sleep over it. It is what it is. But so I was like, all right, yeah, the kids both fell asleep at this point in the car. So I was like, if you can come right now, I'll meet you. But I've got kids sleeping. I can't stay long. So if you can come right now, cool, whatever. I'll give it another chance kind of thing. And so she goes, okay, yeah, give me the address because I don't know exactly what street you're talking about. So I sent her the, like, Google Maps address, specific, everything, and was like, I'll wait by the front. And then she didn't say whether or not she was on her way, but that message didn't show that it was read. And so I was like, okay, she's probably, like, driving, and she said whatever. So I was giving it one more chance. I was like, I'll wait, like, 20 minutes because that's how far away where she said she lived was, like, maybe 15, if that, minutes away, like maybe even less than 15 minutes away. So I was like, I'll give her like 20-ish minutes, and then I'm just gonna go because she's being flaky. Because it had already been like 10 or so minutes since she had said that she was like, since she made it seem like she was about to head over. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna wait 20 more minutes, then I'm gonna leave. Okay, so right when I say like I'm gonna give her, 15 more minutes, she says, hey, I'm here, I'm in this car, what car are you in? I said, okay, cool. So I get out and she walks up and we're like, hey, hey. So she spoke like broken English in person, which was cool because I didn't have to, I don't speak Spanish and I wish I did, but I don't. So it was helpful that she could speak like some broken English and we could, like at least conversate. She spoke pretty good English, just not perfect. And some things were like illegible. Anyway. So she comes up, I get it out of the trunk, and I'm assuming with how adamant she was about getting this thing, that she definitely wanted it. So I was just like, yeah, here you go, like, blah, blah, blah. And then she's, like, looking it over, and she seems like she's just kind of thinking about it. She's like, it's not broken or anything? I said, no, my kids just never wanted to use it, really. It's just been sitting in my house. Oh, okay. And she just kind of, like, is looking at it and making sure everything's together, and, like, she can see that it's in perfect condition. It wasn't dirty. Like, there was nothing wrong with it at all. She's like, does it work? And I switched it on. I was like, yeah, it works just like this. Like, here's the batteries. Da, da, da. She's like, oh, there's no batteries. I was like, no, it's going by itself right now. Like, she thought I was pushing it. I was like, my hands are off. Like, it's going by itself. It's got the batteries in it, and it's working perfectly. But, and I showed her, like, you can change the recline on the swing. On a picture of what the swing looks like. So if you have one, you know, like, how it works. But you can, like, change the recline. And so I showed her how to do that. You just pinch the little piece and it, goes up or down. And I showed her how to fold it up. Again, you just push a button and it, like, the arm stand things, you'll see in the picture of the swing, they, like, kind of fold up. And I was like, oh, and you put this little piece back here. And, and I was like, this is where the battery goes. This is the switch, blah, 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 like, done. And I repeated that, like, my kids just didn't really use it, and it was just taking up space, and we needed to clear space. And so she keeps acting like she's like, yeah, and just like looking at it, and then she's finally like, and how much? And I said, 24. And she goes, oh, you said 15. And I said, no, I said 24. And she goes, no. And then she pulls up her messages, and she goes, see, yeah, 15. And I was like, that wasn't my message. That was your message asking me if I would take 15. If you scroll right here, I said 24. And she goes, oh yeah, oops, I'm sorry. And, like, she seemed sincere about, like, maybe she just didn't even read that message or whatever. Like, she didn't say, like, oh, like, she didn't seem to be trying to, like, hustle me or anything. Honestly, I don't know. But she didn't seem to be. I believe that she probably just, like, didn't read the message. Whatever. But which is dumb anyway, but point being, I can see how she would just skip over. I skip over things sometimes too, so everyone does it. Hi. I got the little one over here, just being a goober. But anyway, so I was like, yeah, no, it's 24, like, 15's a little too low. Like, I probably would have gone that low if she hadn't flaked on me this morning. I probably would have been like, yeah, 15's fine. But since I already, like, had wasted my time and I was already, like, annoyed and everything, I was not about to be like, yeah, sure, 15 is fine, like, lowball me. No. Like, give me half of what I've got it posted for. No. Sorry. This is a brand new swing. Like, call me greedy, but I'm not really being greedy. It was a very expensive swing and it was in perfect condition, so and if we didn't, yeah. But anyway, so she's like, yeah, it's just too much. And she's like, looking over it again, trying to find something wrong with it. Like, she kept looking, and I was like, everything works perfectly fine. But, like, I wanted it gone, and so she's like, I only have $20 on me. Like, I don't have any more than that. And she pulled it out of her wallet, and I was like, she asked if 20 was fine. I said, yeah, that's fine. I'll take 20. Like, that's the lowest, so whatever. So she hands me the 20. She's like, yeah, I'm going to send it to my daughter in Mexico. And I was like, that's cool. I hope she can use it. Like, I hope you enjoy it. It's in perfect condition, so, but, I don't know. I got home, was like, all right, at least I got rid of it, clear up space, got $20, cool. But, I'm so done with today. Today was just rough. Like, that was just a little part of it. There was other things that actually made today be, like, a very Monday-y Monday. But I don't know. I just wanted to share that because I was like, really, guys? Like, ugh. Anyway. Yeah. Tell me if you've had, like, flaky, weird, waste your time experiences on trying to sell things on, like, the exchanges, or when it comes to, like, Facebook exchanges and stuff, when you're, like, meeting people. Those are the kinds of things where people, like, flake all the time, or like, you don't know what you're walking into or whatever. Like, sometimes people, like, if you do the porch pickup thing where you leave it on your front porch and then you have to trust them to leave the money under your doormat or under a rock or, like, wherever you tell them to leave it. You have to trust them to do that. She's playing with a music toy that she loves. This is xylophone, but she likes the underside of it. Anyway, like, you have to trust them to leave all of the money, or, like, then also they have your address, and so that's kind of creepy. Or, you know, you have to trust them to, like, not steal your stuff. Or you have to trust that no one else is going to come up and, like, steal your stuff either. Get it, girl. Go, Ellie. Go, Ellie. Go, Ellie. Play some. Yeah, baby, yeah. Get it, baby, get it. Get it, baby, get it. Jump, 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 jump. Or, like, even if you're buying stuff, like, you have to hope the person's not going to be creepy when you meet them. Like, we've all heard the stories of, like, Craigslist killers and, you know, things like that. So it's, like, it's always scary, but that's why I meet people in public where there's, like, in plain sight, in broad daylight, there's cameras around and things like that, and, like, yeah, but I don't know, I was just kind of annoyed. Anyway, that's the end of my I'm annoyed rant for today. First world problems, right? But there was my day. Anyway, I sold the thing, I opened up some space, and I got $20 that I didn't have this morning. So, there we go.